Hello, and welcome to the June gas leak. You might be wondering why in November we're talking about June. Well, if you don't know, the gas leak is a PDF that is put together that contains all the puzzles of a given month, and then the gas setters, Philip, Clover, Bill, they put together extra puzzles. Um, I think the way that they're chosen is they're puzzles that they made for gas that turned out not to be as gas as they wanted. So they're essentially extra puzzles that they've set, and they want to share it with us in any case. What that means is that PDF needs to be put together. The puzzles need to be collected. There's a lot of work that goes into that, and just for the year of 2025, it's been a bit delayed. I'm sure one of the reasons is actually what you see on your screen here, the GAS GMP. GAS, the Genuinely Approachable Sudoku team, and GMP Grandmaster Puzzles, headed by Dr. Sudoku himself, Thomas Snyder. Um, they have come together to for a, I guess, a permanent collaboration. I don't know. They've partnered. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for. They've partnered together to bring us gas in a new way, and I'm sure that's taking up a lot of the time of the gas team. But Philip, he's been getting a lot of strife, I'm sure, from others as well as myself. We still love you, Philip, and we appreciate all your work. He's finally put this one together for us, and of course, we'll see more of these gas leaks coming out as the year progresses here. In any case, this is the first of the 5 bonus puzzles that have been given to us in the June gas leak. It is called German Whispers Renban. It is by Philip himself. Normal Sudoku rules apply. German Whispers. Digits in cells directly connected by a green line must differ by at least 5. Renban. Digits along purple lines must form a non-repeating consecutive set in any order. So what does that mean? Well, we have German Whispers. German Whispers 5 is a special digit on German Whisper lines because 5, when differed by at least 5, yields 0 on the low end and 10 on the high end. So 5 can't go on German Whisper lines. It actually splits the digits 1 to 9 into a set of low digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a set of high digits 6, 7, 8, and 9, where any of 1, 2, 3, or 4, when differed by at least 5, will map to one or more of the high digits, and the same is true in reverse. So, for example here, we have 4, which comes from the set of low digits. That means we know for a fact that this must be a high digit. Next to that on the line must be a low digit. Next to that will be a high digit, and then a low digit, high digit, low digit. What that means is it lends itself quite nicely to color coding, where you color code the lows and the highs. More so when your puzzle is highly dependent on German whispers. Um, Maybe it might be helpful here. I don't know, but I'm sure someone will let me know if they color coded and if it was helpful. In any case, now we can move on to Renban, where Philip gives us an example. For example, I'm actually going to draw this one out here. Digits, a 4-cell Renban line, the digits along that 4-cell Renban line could be for 4, 3, 5, and 2. So this would be valid because 2, 3, 4, 5 is a consecutive set. They follow one after the next, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a non-repeating set, and they appear in any order. Doesn't really matter the order here. However, 5, 6, 7, and 9 wouldn't work because this is not a consecutive set. This would have to be like 8, for example. 9 has a minimum difference of 2 in this puzzle, whereas everywhere else, right, 5, 6, 7, between these digits, there is a minimum difference of 1. That's kind of a weird way to say it, but I guess it works. Then 2, 3, 1, 2, of course, wouldn't work because even though it's a consecutive set, it does repeat. With all of that, all the rambling, those are the rules. Let's just jump right into it. All right, so immediately 4 actually jumps out at me because 4 on the Renban line can only be next to 9, right? If you differ 4 by at least 5, that yields 9, 10, 11, so on and so forth, or -1, -2, so on and so forth. 9 is the only one of those which is a valid Sudoku digit. 6 actually is, I guess, a friend of 4 in that way, because 6 can only ever be next to 1 on a German whisper line. I guess a consideration here is low, high, low, high, low. So we know that this will be, right, we know 5 can't go on the German whisper line. So this will be 5 with, oh, and actually we can do better than that. No, we can't. Never mind. No, we can. All right. So this is kind of a weird one, but I'll get to it in a second. But yeah, 5 with 6 because 6, if it had to go on the German whisper line, would have to go on the end and it would have to have 1 next to it. So that's another reason why it just can't be 6 here. But also we know, again, following our lows and highs, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, this has to be a low digit. And it actually can't be 1, 3, or 4. So maybe this is where the color coding could help. It has to be 2. We know that 3 has to exist somewhere here, and so does 1. Um, if this was 3 here, there would be nowhere to put 7. And we know that 7 has to be in one of these two cells. So actually we know this is 1 and this is 3. This is just then forced to be 7, and this will be 8. So there's a lot we can do here. The next weird thing, I don't know why it's what I was looking at, but it works. What I was actually hoping for was with some connection here with the 5 pointing up, and I found one. 5, we know for a fact will have to go on this Renban line. This Renban, because it has 2 and 3 on it, and it's also just in general, it's a 7 length. Um, we know for a fact it has to have 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, where these digits out here could be 1, 2. In this case, it can't. It could be 1, 9, or it could be 8, 9 on the outside. So we know for a fact 5 has to go somewhere on here. Well, we can do better. We know that 5 has to go in one of these, I guess, 3 cells. And if that's the case, it creates a pointing set down the columns where 5 will already be accounted for in column 1 and in column 3, which means 5 has to go there. This will either be 6 or 4, and we can do better because this digit has to be itself either 6 or 4 as well. Because again, if we tried to place 4 or 6 somewhere in the middle of the sorry, German whisper, then it would break because you would need double 1 or double 9. So this is a 4-6 pair. Well, if this was 6, you would have to have 1, and that can't work. So this is 4, 9 with 6 here. 6 gives us 6, 5, and 5 actually will go in one of these two cells. 6 we know has to go on the, excuse me, on the Renban. So this will be 6, 7. Oh, well, this is funny. We know that these have to be our high digits, right? If we do our oscillating low high. So this has to be 8. This has to be 7. And then again, 3 can't go next to 7, so this is 3, this is 2, this is 1, thanks to the 2 there. Now we know for a fact 1 can't go here, which means 1 has to go here, and it must be paired then with 9. And actually, I guess we knew that 9 always had to go here because of the 2 already being here, right? Yeah, because 2 was already here, we knew that it couldn't have been 1, 2. So like I was saying, the options are 1, 2, 1, 9, or 8, 9. So 9 is always part of that. We can place 7 here, which gives us 5 there, so that's nice. Then the 8 goes here with the 4 here, and again, 1, 9 there. So we've done pretty much the entire left side, and for some reason completely ignored the rest of it. 5 immediately is given to us here. Can we do better? Possibly. Though I'm not immediately seeing it. There's only so many ways you can make a 7 length renban, as you can already kind of see here. Um, I guess again, we know that this has to be either 4 or 6, so it has to be 6. This can't be 4, so this is 4, this is 9. Um, Again, we know something's going on here. 3 has to go in one of these two cells, which means this could never be 7, which means high digit. This must be 7, which means this is 8. 3 can't go here, so this must be 3. And then 2, 1 is resolved thanks to that. I guess it kind of makes sense that we're able to resolve the left column and the top boxes, right? The left columns and the top boxes, or top rows, I should say, um, just inherently because that's where our main clues are. This is 6 and 7. 1, oh well, interesting. 3, 8. It could actually be 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, it couldn't. No, it could because this could be 2. Hmm. It could be 9 with 8 and then 2, 3. Or it could be 3, 8, 9, 2. Wow, that's kind of funny. All right. Well, what that means for us is let's do some double clicking and see if Sudoku is going to save us. I probably should have started with 5, just given the number of 5s that there are. Close, but no cigar there. We have a pointing 4. That would give us 4 in one of these two cells, but we cannot do better currently. 5s actually don't do anything for us. 6s, maybe 6 would have made more sense. Yeah, because we get 6 here. We get 6 here. That's actually all of our 6s. 7s. Aha, we get 7 here. And 7 X-Wing. 8s. Can't do better than that. 9s? No, wow. Surprisingly, 9 is not so kind either. So what am I missing? Is there like a naked single? Yeah, look at that. Wow. I was just like, I don't know why my brain just looked here, but I was like, that kind of looks like an interesting digit. 1, it can't be 1, it can't be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. It has to be 9. I don't know. There's something else I was supposed to see, but that's what I saw, and we'll have to deal with it. Well, 2, 4, and 8 then. 2, 4, and 8 is actually just a chocolate teapot, so that is not helpful to us here. 2, 4, 8 though, it does leave us with 1, 3, 5, and 7. So our odds. This is 5, I guess, with the 9 that place that. 5, 7, then 1, 3. I don't see a way for us to get that. 1, 3, 5 though has to be 5 here. 1, 3. 1, 3, 2, 4. Okay, well, 1, 3. There we go. 3, 1, 3. 1, 3. 2, 4. 4, 8. We already know we can't do anything with that. 3. Oh no, 3 was up here with the 3, 8. Hmm. Just taking a moment here. 7. 7 across, we still need 2, 4. 2, 4. And that gives us 8, 2, 8. No, it's an offset set of 8. 3 already is here, so knowing that 3 will restrict us doesn't help. 3, 4. But 4 does. 4, 3, and this does end up being 3, and as a result, that means this is 2 and this is 9. And 1, 8. Everything's going to come together for us, right? Yeah, this is 1, this is 1, this is 9. 9 gives us 9. We need 4 still. 4, 2, and 2, and we are done in 10 minutes and 52 seconds with German Whispers Renban by Philip Newman. So, with that, hopefully you enjoyed bonus puzzle number 1 of the June gas leak. I'll see you for bonus puzzle number 2, and as always, thank you for watching.